in a family of elite combat athletes and top-tier performers. The final boss has always stood out, even when he was just a blue chipper. But there wouldn't be a final boss, there wouldn't even be a bloodline if it wasn't for The Rock's grandfather, the High Chief Peter Maivia. You can think of him as the first boss. Predecessor to the tribal chief.
He is one of, if not the foundation for our family. The Anawa'i Fatu Maivia wrestling dynasty. I don't think there's anybody more responsible for what's going on now than the High Chief himself.
Peter Maivia isn't simply one of the two principals behind the sacred blood bond. He's also an incredibly decorated professional wrestler who traveled the world and won titles everywhere he went. New Zealand, Japan, Europe, and here in the United States, where he enjoyed especially successful runs in Hawaii and California. Maivia would eventually find his way to WWE, engaging in legendary battles with the likes of superstar Billy Graham. His larger-than-life personality would win the WWE Universe over in short order, as it had throughout his entire career. In the ring, High Chief Peter Maivia was a potent blend of brawn and grappling technique, often muscling his opponents down to the mat through a variety of joint locks and then switching to more painful holds once grounded. His sleeper hold and stump puller were both feared and renowned, and make no mistake about it, Maivia knew there was always more than one path to the ultimate victory. Out of the ring, High Chief Peter Maivia also ran one of the most successful wrestling promotions on the planet, Polynesian Pro Wrestling, based out of Hawaii, showing his mastery of the business in every aspect. His induction into WWE's Hall of Fame class of 2008 was supremely deserved, forever enshrining Peter Maivia as the legend he always was. And now, we present to you the opportunity to walk in the boots of the legendary High Chief Peter Maivia, facing off against one of the most legendary WWE rivals, George the Animal Steele. You will settle this score once and forever and showcase the overwhelming strength of Peter Maivia, which has ever since remained as a hallmark for every single solitary member of this bloodline. Steele is no easy battle, though. He thrives in the chaos, one of pro wrestling's true madmen. He'll even try to eat part of the ring if he thinks it'll help him break you down. So do your best and honor High Chief Peter Maivia properly with a resounding victory.
Uh-oh, somebody called the local zoo.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is a steel cage match. Introducing first, from Detroit, Michigan, weighing in at 275 pounds, George the Animal Steele.
I'm not even sure the cage can contain this man.
And strolling down the aisle, the opponent of George Steele, Peter Maivia.
Always a chaotic matchup.
His opponent from the Isle of Samoa, weighing in at 275 pounds,
had better keep an eye on Maivia because Maivia is a true brawler.
Few men can handle the chaos of the animal inside a steel cage, but I believe the High Chief is ready.
Maivia carrying such pride into the ring.
Very stark contrast to Steele.
We'll see which prevails tonight.
Steel cage match underway. Peter Maivia versus George the Animal Steele. Most of the matches between Peter Maivia and George Steele have ended inconclusively, but this time we'll have a winner.
These are two very different men, Cole. The High Chief is a man of great pride and respect for the ring, while Steele is, well, he's an animal. I can't think of two opponents with more opposing styles.
You said it, Corey. Let's just hope this one gets taken care of in the ring tonight.
Shoved into the ropes and attacking the lower back.
Arms are trapped. Headbutt from behind.
George the Animal Steele is not a wrestler by any stretch of the imagination, guys. He's a true brawler.
And he might be the best brawler in WWE, Michael. There is no shortage of fight in the animal.
But you know who might be a better brawler, guys? The High Chief, Peter Maivia. When you consider that Maivia is also an excellent high flyer and a great technician, well, you can see why the High Chief is the favorite in this match, even with the steel cage stipulation.
Able to fight Maivia off.
Crucial turnaround there because George was fighting ahead.
This could be a good chance for Steele to get some distance and rethink things.
Uh-oh. Ooh, point of the elbow counters that.
George the Animal Steele might be a bit of an underdog here. In fact, he lost a match by countout to the High Chief.
In Steele's defense, I'm not sure he knows how to count exactly or how to read a rule book. So he's got to be happy to be in this cage.
Well, Maivia is called the High Chief in part because of his commanding presence in the ring. He's more than ready for what the...
From the heavens, splash from the top. Headbutt. Well, George has certainly seen better days.
In the corner, has to find a way out of there.
And he turned it around.
These two reaching a standstill with all these reversals.
Uh-oh, up to the second rope. Oh! Arm drag.
The agonizing impact. That may well be a turning point in this match.
Oh, man. When a man like Peter Maivia signs up for a match with the animal, he doesn't know what to expect, just to expect anything in the world.
Peter Maivia knows full well that he's in for some unusual treatment tonight. In fact, Steele often has trouble finding opponents due to his erratic nature.
But when it comes to competition, the High Chief wants to prove he's worthy of that name. Peter Maivia will take on any competitor, no matter the difficulty.
Dominating shoulder tackle.
Ringing the arm, looking now for a top wrist lock. Oof! But here comes the...
Nice takedown. Stack them up. Hold it, over versus it. Shoulders down.
What was that? He had him exactly where he wanted him. From the heavens, big time splash.
In a well-timed counter. Clubbing blow to the back.
Well, the unorthodox style of
What's Maivia got here?
so much damage inflicted. Maivia can taste it now. The animal may be wounded prey at this point.
The High Chief closing in on a successful hunt. Measured up nicely.
Fist drop. Peter Maivia, very tough, but he also has movie star good looks. Quite the combo.
And it served him well, Michael. In fact, the High Chief has major acting and stunt work credits to his name. And who knows, maybe we'll see the Maivia name on Hollywood billboards again sometime.
Well, before any of that happens, the High Chief needs to survive this war against the animal.
Peter Maivia turns that around. Oh, ouch! Kick! Nasty kick.
Oh, man, jarring headbutt.
Momentum is all with Maivia now.
Yeah, and Maivia has really figured the animal out here.
Boom, what impact!
Maivia just dominated the animal with that one.
Pulled back into the hip toss.
The High Chief Peter Maivia really making a name for himself at WWE, but he's had plenty of experience on the way up.
Plenty of championships on the West Coast, but he's made the biggest splash in Hawaii, where he earned multiple tag team titles.
Oh yeah, Maivia is a huge celebrity on the islands. In fact, I've heard some consider him the personification of Maui.
And he gets directed into the corner.
Vicious headbutt. Peter Maivia now with the upper hand.
And you can see Steele is struggling to weather the storm of the High Chief.
And pure cheapness we just saw with that attack. Some folks call Peter Maivia the Flying Hawaiian. And the reasons are obvious for that moniker. But guys,
He's trying again. Boom! What a backbreaker.
And George is laid out.
he's looking to gain the higher ground on the wall of the cage here.
Sky high. Oh!
Now attempts the cover.
Can he keep him down?
He breaks the ref's count before two.
Still not enough to put him away.
Oh, man. Turns that into a devastating shot to the nose.
Trampling the opposition.
The animal has to be elated to be in this steel cage against one of his biggest rivals, no less.
Yeah, Byron, we've seen the animal Brent.
And now he's looking to lock in this submission.
Targeting the shoulder with the claw.
Escape and a takedown.
What's he planning to do here?
Roll him on his belly, single leg crab. Just wearing down the opponent.
He's in excruciating pain. The hold locked in tight.
Yet he's still struggling, refusing to give up.
And he decides to let his opponent out of the hold.
Might have felt like he was losing a grip and didn't want the opposition to counter out of the submission.
Ooh. Maivia has Steele in his sights, looking to put the animal down. He's going back to the well.
Jarring impact.
Goes to the well one more time. No one's getting up from that.
There's two. And the High Chief defeats the animal.
Here is your winner, High Chief Peter Maivia!
Anytime these two have faced off, it's been eye for an eye. But the steel cage has finally delivered a decisive victory for the High Chief, Peter Maivia.
George Steele is one tough animal, but the way Maivia faced him